What is up, guys? Welcome to Diggity. Holy shit, that's loud.
That was loud. So
A
loud.
video game podcast making your ears bleed. My name's Jeff James. As always with me, the incredible, unobtainable, luscious Brody Faults. How are you?
Aside from bleeding from my ear orifices, I'm good.
So here's the problem. Here's the reason why. We're floofing right now. We've decided to go with the floof. We've ditched the the pop filter. This is great, for a while. But it was a barrier, really. It kept us back from eating our microphone. That's what just happened, ladies and gentlemen.
And it was just actually another thing for me to smack as I talk with my hands. And I'm still going to smack the mic. Don't worry. That will still be here. But yeah, now at least I won't hit the pop filter too.
Yeah, no, it's great. Now we're just loud as hell.
Yeah, it's great.
It couldn't be better. So with that, guys, if you're listening for the first time, whether it's the audio version of the podcast or you're watching us on YouTube right now, either live or hell in the future, hopefully the future is better. It's not looking great right now, but hey, let me know. This is a incredible video game podcast, the best one on earth. By us, said by us. But anyways, now each week we talk about the latest and the latest and greatest in gaming news, and bring it straight to your ear holes. Every week we upload the audio version of the podcast early butt crack of dawn on Friday mornings for your commute. It's a wonderful thing. It's a beautiful thing. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram for more gaming news and more great clownfoolery. New word. I think it's going to hang around.
I think so too. I think that one's going to stick for sure.
Before we jump into kind of our smaller news and whatnot, what have you been playing, my friend?
I have been playing some Cold War with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of been
we were hating life for a bit, and then we realized crossplay was enabled.
Yeah, we played some Warzone and had crossplay enabled, and I couldn't make sense of how people were doing what they're doing, and then I realized mouse and keyboard. That's how they're doing what they're doing. Awesome. So yeah, we hated our lives for about 2 nights straight, and then finally we're like, hey, hang on a second, and figured that out. And then when I'm not playing that, I have been playing Persona 5 Royal, still just grinding away. I feel like this game is I absolutely adore this game, but I feel like it is never going to end. And it's bittersweet, I guess. Like I want to play other things, but I really want to finish this. So.
You're probably not wrong on it never ending.
Never ending? Yeah, no.
Yeah, you're probably not wrong.
It's extensive.
Yeah.
I met like 130 something hours. It's excessive. It's a lot.
It's a lot. Oh, I love it. Obviously played Cold War with you. Played a little bit of NHL 21 and a little bit of Madden 21, and then it's been a pretty light week for me. I mean, really just blazing the trails with Cold War, trying to get my LMG to level 55, get that thermal scope, which I am actually like half a level away. Really, I'm so close. So close to getting it. Yeah, dude.
Getting there.
I'm stoked. But yeah, other than that, no, just been. I mean, yeah, it's been really light for me so far. I mean, I think it's funny because last episode I was like, man, I've played so much video games this week. And then this one I'm like, oh, man, all right, back to reality. So,
granted, that was like our first normal episode back. So
there was a lot of games there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I downloaded it. I gotta get around to playing Maneater. I'm going to be adding that to my library, and I know it's free. So I gotta eventually get around to playing that, because I saw a lot of people on Twitter saying that it's just a great game, who actually owned it before it became free.
I still haven't even played Bugsnax. I haven't even
either. I haven't even turned it on.
I get a PlayStation 5 and I turn around and play Persona 5.
How many people do you think
actually a PlayStation 3 game?
How many people do you think actually played Bugsnax? Like a bunch.
I think quite a few probably played it. At least people that got the PS5 because it was free, right? I mean, for that first month or two.
You don't think it was just like a fad for the song, and like just because the studio makes some crazy games that it just it's another crazy game?
I think it actually did remotely well. I mean, all things considered, but I don't know. I haven't actually seen any metrics on that. So
yeah.
We'll see. But as we always do, we start out with some upcoming game releases before we jump into the small news here. But January 18th, you can get Everspace 2 on PC. You can get Hitman 3 on PC, PS5, Xbox Series X, PS4, Xbox One, and Stadia on January 20th.
Nice.
And on January 21st, you can get Ride 4 on PS5 and Xbox Series X.
Dude, you nailed that.
I tried.
Oh, no, you prevailed is what you did. You nailed that.
PC, PS5, Xbox Series X, PS4, Xbox One, and Stadia. It is a mouthful, and it's excessive, and
it's going to be here for 2 years.
Yeah.
It's going to be like this for 2 years.
And some of the games that are coming to Switch, too. To add one more thing in there, it's too much. Too much.
I was on Twitter, and I looked at, I forget who it was. I think it was the lady who does the PR for Riot Games. Or like a portion of community and PR that they do. And her cover photo had one of their upcoming games coming out. And, you know, like in the bottom right corner, they usually put like all the systems that it's on. The shit stretched like beyond half of the photo. And I'm like, oh my God, there's a lot of stuff that's coming out on, right? You figure too, you know, Amazon service, I'm sure if that takes off in some way, shape, or form, that'll be another little white logo on the bottom of a lot of games.
Oh yeah. So. Yeah, there's a lot of options. You can play games in a lot of different places and it's cool, but it's a mouthful when you're trying to say it on a podcast.
Yeah. You ain't making our job easy. Come on.
No.
But let's hit it off with some news. So Star Wars Battlefront 2 Celebration Edition is free on the Epic Game Store this week. So go pick that bad boy up. Epic Game Store.
Yeah, that's cool.
Giving away really good stuff. I mean, free games usually on platforms you're like, it's okay. There's a hit and miss.
Right.
Consistently incredible free games.
And the Celebration Edition is pretty cool too because it comes with quite a bit of stuff. So
it comes with a lot of the shit that you would have had to buy on day one that people complained about.
Hidden behind microtransactions. Exactly.
Which plagued the game. But it's cool. It's a good game. It's a beautiful looking game too. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Like it looks great.
Fun. It's one of those games I've never been able to entirely sink my teeth into. Like I just something about it. I enjoy playing it for like a night or two, and then I bounce out of it for like a couple months and come back. But I mean, a lot of people play it religiously, so that to each their own. It's just not for me, I guess.
Yeah.
But
cool.
So Resident Evil has something to show off. Resident Evil fans rejoice. There will be a Resident Evil showcase on January 21st at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. The showcase will show off more of Resident Evil Village, including a new trailer, a guided tour of the village, and the first gameplay we've actually seen of this game. And Capcom also stated that the showcase will have more Resident Evil news outside of just Resident Evil Village. So that's pretty cool. I'm not a Resident Evil guy. You're not a scary game guy at all either.
No, I'm a spooky guy. I like spookies.
Not our thing, but I'm sure a lot of people are excited for this.
Yeah, something I'm not excited for. Riders Republic has been delayed. This has been a game that I've been stoked for. Brody knows. We were just talking about it last night. You sent me a text with a tweet. I was at work, and I was like, right when I saw it. I'm stoked for this game. Like, I mean, and that's not a term just because of the stupid trailer. It's like, Shrednar, blah, 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 blah. You're a rider. I just think it's a neat concept, and it's cool. And it brings in, like, SSX, and it brings, like, everything together into something that, you know, should be cool and awesome, and also just funny. You know, you get people crashing and wearing stupid costumes and stuff like that. So I'm sure...
It's gonna be like the extreme sports version of Fall Guys, is what it.
Exactly. Yeah, pretty close. Yeah. You know, I guess COVID. That's pretty much the go-to at this point. Yeah, I think this working from home and stuff like that isn't good. You know, also Ubisoft. I don't know which studio is doing this one. I don't know if it's Ubisoft Montreal or if it's Toronto or probably a mix.
I can't remember.
But
I know we talked about it at one point. But
back home, So I don't know if Quebec has this same issue or they're doing it too. But back home, Ontario went into like a stay-at-home order, so I'm sure that messed up a ton of stuff for their launch. So we'll have to see with that. I mean, it's just the times. It's crazy. You know, everyone has to work from home, and it's hard building a game at home. Not easy.
Yeah.
Not easy.
Absolutely.
So, but I'm super stoked when that comes out. When that comes out, I'm totally doing a Let's Play on that thing. And totally doing a review of that also, because I'm just jacked for it.
Yeah, that one would be good. And I've seen a lot of people kind of on Twitter and stuff, they'll just comment and they're like, nobody cares about this game. Well, maybe you don't, but a lot of people do. Like
you don't, but I do, and that's all that matters, baby.
Yeah, for us, we're both excited for it. I don't know if I'm as excited as you are,
I'm
and that's not a knock on how excited I am, but you're really excited.
This is going to be the answer to all of the, so, Grand Theft Auto, you go on like YouTube and you see all these stunt videos that people have done with cars and like bikes and stuff like that. This is going to serve that purpose perfectly. You're going to see some crazy stunts that hit up on YouTube and just crazy stuff, I think, from it. Or it could be an abysmal failure, and we'll let you know.
We will certainly let you know about that.
Yeah.
So Bethesda is in charge of an Indiana Jones game, which is something I didn't think I'd ever say.
Yeah.
So again, this is coming from Twitter, as a large amount of news does.
And filth.
And filth, yes, lots of filth. So the official Twitter account for Bethesda tweeted out a short little teaser trailer that we kind of assumed was Indiana Jones just from that, and then it was later confirmed by the company in a comment on their own post saying a new Indiana Jones game with an original story is in development from our studio Machine Games and will be oh my God, I cannot talk. Executive produced by Todd Howard in collaboration with Lucasfilm Games.
Let's go hotty toddy, baby. Hotty toddy.
It will be some time before we have more to reveal, but we're very excited to share today's news. So this is interesting. I'm curious what kind of game this is going to end up being. And it's not going to be, it's not. I am drawing a complete blank.
It is not a game about the state of Indiana.
Who makes Skyrim? Why am I completely drawing a blank? ZeniMax.
Well, ZeniMax is a parent company that owns Bethesda.
Right.
Yeah.
Bethesda, yeah. So Machine Games is kind of in the works here, but their whole like hierarchy of how their company is set up is very interesting because it's ZeniMax and then there's Bethesda as a parent company and then they have Bethesda, the actual studio, and it's kind of all over the place. But anyway,
so I've got this
predominantly Machine Games.
I've got this great story that one time I was in a meeting when I was working for a certain games company, and we were talking about Bethesda and different stuff like that, and something happened with ZeniMax, either like bought out the rest of it or they made like some massive thing. And ZeniMax does not sound like a video game company. So we're in a meeting, we're talking about it. It sounds like they make pornos.
Yeah.
So we're in the meeting, and they're like, oh, blah, 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 invested, blah, 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 into it. I'm like, why would a porn company buy Bethesda? It was like, that's the parent company. I'm like, oh my God. I had no idea. Good Lordy.
It's not quite on the nose enough to be a porn company.
I guess so. I mean, what's like the most famous one's a Vivid Entertainment that's in, which is hilarious because when you go to Universal Studios Hollywood, you're in like the Despicable Me land or whatever.
Yeah.
And you look over and there's a building with a giant Vivid Entertainment sign on it, and you're like, there's porno being filmed in there right now, and I'm inside of an amusement park.
Oh,
wild.
Yeah. That's something.
God bless America, baby. Love it. Love to see it. Hogwarts Legacy has a release year. So basically, we have finally heard something more about the long-awaited Hogwarts game, and according to the official Hogwarts Legacy Twitter page, it will be arriving in 2022. This is what the old tweet said. We would like to thank fans from around the world on the tremendous reaction to the announcement of Hogwarts Legacy, from our Portkey Games label, that is. Creating the best possible experience for all of the Wizarding world and gaming fans is paramount to us, so we are giving the game the time it needs. Hogwarts Legacy will be releasing in 2022, so another delay, which is kind of stunning because this is like a big teaser.
I don't know if this was really a delay because they never gave us a release date for this.
They didn't. They didn't give a 2021 date. Oh, okay.
I don't think so. I think it was just announced. But yeah, this is. I'm not a Harry Potter guy. Never have been. Never had any interest in it at all.
No.
But I know a lot of people are excited for this. Even people that aren't necessarily, Harry Potter fans, because there's some cool things going on there from what we saw in the initial kind of trailer that we saw. But I don't know.
Stop it, Ron. Stop.
This one really doesn't do much for me. I'm not all that excited.
Yeah, but I'm not all that excited either. There's a huge fan base for that. I mean, people will go nuts for that thing in 2022 when it gets delayed and it's out in 2023. But I mean, it's it'll be cool. It'll be fun to see. Everyone wants to do these giant open world games. I'm kind of curious to see how that works in Harry Potter because it's so large of like a story and just the world itself. I don't know how they're really going to make it translate great. I mean, if you're going to do the castle, I feel like the castle's just going to have to be massive.
Yeah.
Like you're going to get lost in that thing. But
I think it seemed like it was going to be like the castle and maybe a surrounding town or something. It didn't even really look like it takes place in the academy or whatever the hell you want to call it, the castle, I guess.
Hogwarts Academy.
Yeah. I mean, that was
wizardry and witchcraft. Harry Potter fans right now are probably just like screaming. Oh my god, they're Slytherin. Oh man,
no!
Went there, baby. No. Don't get all Hufflepuff about it. Let's go on to the next thing.
Move on before there's more puns. The puns will keep going.
Yeah.
So EA no longer has the sole rights of Star Wars games, which I mean, isn't an all bad thing. In order to diversify Star Wars games and be able to focus on various different studios' strengths, Lucasfilms Games has chosen to open up their IP to other studios.
That is the nicest way.
Well, that's because I phrased it.
That is the nicest way of putting it. Like, hey, had a good run, still let you do some stuff, but
yeah,
Fallen Order
code on that one.
Hey, Fallen Order was good. Okay,
Fallen Order was awesome.
Took like 10 games, but we got one.
Yeah, we got there.
Right on.
After we just talked up Battlefront 2 at the beginning.
That's right, baby. Yeah, it's free.
It's fine. As of now, we know that Ubisoft is working on an open world Star Wars game, but very little is known about the game itself other than it's happening. Maybe. However, it has been noted that this is considered to be the start of a long-term collaboration between Ubisoft and Disney. This deal does not mean that we will not see more games from DICE, who created Battlefront, and obviously they're under that EA umbrella, or Respawn, who did Fallen Order, also under the EA umbrella. But instead, that we will probably be seeing quite a bit of Star Wars games in the next 4 or 5 years or so. But yeah, this is fine. This is cool.
Fine.
I'm a little concerned about Ubisoft doing an open world Star Wars game.
Here's the thing, though. Like, who would you want to do Star Wars games? Do you know what I mean?
I think Ubisoft does a decent open world game as long as they can kind of diverge from their tried and true formula that they've done a million times over. I think this will be good. But the thing with Ubisoft open world games is they don't diverge that much. I mean, with the recent Assassin's Creed games, they've kind of gotten into some of the RPG elements and things like that, which is great. But they still, I mean, you still have to climb a fucking mountain to get to the top, and there's a bird that flies around you, and hey, now you can see the map. Like that,
immersion.
It still has those kind of pitfalls, which I don't mind so much, but I know a lot of people hate. And I think this will be a good game, but Ubisoft is really going to have to nail this, or else they might not be making these, or might not be having this long-term collaboration.
Bro,
with
you
Disney.
know they'll at least make 7 or 8 of them.
Yeah.
I mean, they had a very long go at it.
They did. I mean, they did.
I'm just scared to death that we're going to see rabbits in Star Wars somewhere.
Oh, no.
You know it. I got to bring upon everybody the Rabbit Report. They want to make it happen.
No.
It's been a decade of trying to make it happen. It's a
Specifically to get
pandemic.
rabbits
This
in
is their
Star
year.
Wars.
This is their year. Oh my gosh. I mean,
No, I think this is cool though. I am happy to see some other studios taking a crack at some Star Wars IP.
yeah.
I mean,
I'm just
and EA does okay with some of the games, right? Like Battlefront 2 it's fun, but
took a lot of
I
work
do
to
wanna
get
see
it where it is.
Yeah, it had a very rocky launch.
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone remembers that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there is potential here, and I think we'll see some cool things. I mean, like the Squadrons that launched was under EA, but that game was cool. I mean, everybody was pretty happy about it, and it seemed like it did pretty well, especially in VR.
Oh yeah.
I can only imagine that we get better games going forward. I hope.
Oh,
God,
God, you're so optimistic. I don't know. I don't know. I think the one where I have is Ubisoft's like art style.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really don't want to be playing Star Wars and it feels like a Watchdog Legions.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's just like they have such an interesting art style where it's like they go for realistic, but then it's also I don't know. You can also sit there and be like, this is on purposely made to be like 98% realistic looking, but then there's something about it that is not.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's like the pigmentation in people's faces and stuff like that, or like the colors, like the different skin tones, and there's just not as much detail on certain things as there are others. I don't know.
This one is specifically going to be made by Massive as well.
Yeah.
Which I'm looking up right now. They've done The Division, which I think The Division, as far as, I mean, their faces
Could
real
you
messed
imagine if they did like not like a Battlefront, but if they did like a Rogue Star Wars game, and like you went around like in like say like Coruscant or something like that, like a big old city, and well, it's a planet, but you went into a city in Coruscant, and then before I get ripped on by the Star Wars nerds, much worse than the Harry Potter nerds, much worse. But and like you go around and like you have to go around with your rogue crew and just go around and just defeat the old baddies,
Yeah.
Or it's a dark game and you have to commit Order 66.
I've heard a lot of rumors, or at least fan theories, that we might be getting like a Mandalorian style game, something of that realm.
Oh my God,
bounty hunter type of thing, which I think a bounty hunter idea would work really well for an open world
but then
game.
Baby Yoda would be thrown all in our face all the time.
Well, not full on Mandalorian, not like I'm drawing a blank on his name. Ethan's gonna kill me.
What the ugly name for?
The actual name for the man.
I don't call him. I just call him Mr. Baby Yoda.
Mr. Baby Yoda. But anyway, yeah, I think if they created a new character for this open world game, or let you create your own Mandalorian and then do the whole bounty system and things like that, that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
be cool.
That'd be pretty sweet. Be cool.
I'd be in. See if anybody told me what his name is in the comments. Oh no, I'm pretty sure it's Dinjar.
Did you say Dinjar or Ginjar? I think it's Ginjar, isn't it? Look it up. Just Google it before someone like crashes their car because they didn't want to hear us bluff these names. Gary, Gregory, George.
Yeah, it's Din. I was right.
What is it?
It's Din Djarin. I was right.
Din Djarin?
Okay.
All right. I mean,
somebody's screaming.
I personally think they should have went with like Denzel.
Yeah, Denzel for sure.
Denzel Yoda.
Denzel Yoda.
Handsome as hell.
Oh, God.
Moving on. Pokemon 25th anniversary rundown. I'm going to give it to you. Ready? You ready?
Yeah.
There will be special music coming out throughout the year with artists signed with Universal Media Group. The first beginning with Katy Perry. When I think Pokemon, I think Katy Perry. If you do not, get in line because we're going to get Katy Perry and there's nothing else. A year-long program for fans to relive their journeys through the various regions in Pokemon, starting in Galar and working their way back to the original region of Kanto. Get you some. They'll have collaborations with Build-A-Bear, print money, General Mills, I eat cereal, Levi's, I wear pants, McDonald's, I eat McDonald's, Jazzwares, don't know, Scholastic, Mattel, I don't buy toys. Funko.
Scholastic and Mattel.
Funko. Brody, you have a ton of pops.
I gotta stop. The Pokemon line would just completely ruin me.
Yeah, Power.
I've got a handful.
Power A. So we're gonna get some controllers for the Switch, and the Wand Company. We'll also be seeing 25th anniversary themed trading card sets that will arrive later this year. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Special 25th anniversary themed products from Pokemon Center, starting off with a skateboard set to launch later this month. Shred it, my dude. With 25th anniversary related activations planned for Pokemon animation, Pokemon video games, mobile games, including Pokemon Go and Pokemon Masters EX, and more big announcements from the franchise. Fans have a year full of new journeys ahead. And a day after the event, we also got a new trailer and launch date for Pokemon Snap, coming out April 30th. April 30th, you two will be able to play Pokemon Snap on the Switch, which would be great.
Yeah, and pre-orders are open for that, and it is definitely a full pop game, of course, as one would expect.
It's Pokemon, dude. Come on. You can't be giving discounts. Come on, dude. Let's go. Come on. What do you think about all that? Like, do you think that's enough for the 25th? I mean, obviously, because of COVID going on, I'm sure they would have had a ton of more, like, tournaments and, like, esports events and probably stuff like that, but
what happened to Pokemon Sleep? Pokemon Sleep just died.
No. It worked, dude. The entire team fell asleep, and they've been unable to do the work. It's an incredible success.
I none of this is all that exciting to me. I kind of want.
Dude, you don't wear pants? You don't wear Levi jeans?
I do wear pants. I don't wear Pokemon pants.
Come on, dude. You don't want to sit there with your Build-A-Bear eating Fruit Loops where they just picked out a bunch of the colors and left like blue, red, and yellow in it, and that's Kellogg. I don't even know, General Mills. I mean, you don't want to eat Honey Bunches of Oats with a Pikachu on the box in your Levi's, like a red-blooded American man should. Are you kidding me?
But I will get a Pikachu burger from McDonald's. Wrong, and Peter's gonna fucking hate it.
So that is going to be insane.
Yeah.
That is going to be insane. Not only are there toys, there's going to be a combo, and you know, it's just going to be like a McChicken, someone spat in it, and that's a Pikachu, burger. And it comes with like a shake.
I'm pretty sure they like at some of the pop-up like Pokemon centers and things like that, they've done some Pokemon themed like food where it's a burger that looks like a Pokemon of some sort or something.
Dude, there's no way we're gonna do that at McDonald's. That's Japan not. McDonald's where someone will wait 5 minutes for that. Are you kidding? Someone will knock on the window at the McDonald's down the street from me in like 30 seconds if they don't have their shit for them and their 4 kids in their minivan, dude.
And on top of that, I mean, if the bun's designed to look like a Pokemon, it's going to come out looking like those old popsicles you could get from the ice cream shop where one eye's like down here.
Maybe they'll just do like you remember, does McDonald's have grilled cheese here or no?
No.
Okay, so that's an okay thing because let me tell you about the red-hot thievery that is the McDonald's grilled cheese in Canada. Okay? They basically took the center bun out of a Big Mac. It has an M on it, like toasted on it, and then it's got a piece of shitty cheese in the center of it, and then that's it. And then they heat it up. I envision them putting like a Pikachu face on like that, and then they put like a piece of cheese and something else on top. But to think that we're going to get like these Japanese things like, like a black bun or this bright red bun, it's not going to happen.
No.
It's not going to happen.
I really was hoping that they were going to do another, not necessarily exactly like this, keep in mind, but like a Let's Go Pikachu type of thing, but with the next region. Let's move on. Let's go to Gold and Silver. But obviously get rid of the things that made Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu kind of suck. They made it just way too easy. It was too hand-holdy.
I forgot about that game.
Pokemon has always been that way. I mean, it's always been pretty hand-holdy, but man, I would really like for them to continue that. Or, I mean, because mainly I want Ruby remastered. Let's be honest.
What would be your Pokemon combo at McDonald's?
We're still on the McDonald's thing. Let's see. I don't know.
What would you come up with the shitty names? I'll go. I'll start.
Okay.
Pika fries.
Pika fries.
They're just fries, but instead the box is yellow with a red M for Pikachu's nose, and then it's going to have the 2 little dots and then the side things, and they're going to be called Pika fries.
I hope we get a Big Machamp.
Ooh! Oh my God, the Machamp Mac?
Yeah, the Big Machamp Mac.
The Big Machamp. Wow. Oh my God.
I gotta go for the low hanging fruit, man.
What else?
What's a
Brock's Donut Sticks?
Oh, no.
Just something terrible. The Charizard burger. Okay, yeah. It's like spicy or something like that.
It'd be almost more like a Burger King thing. It's charbroiled, so it's a Charmander burger, you know? You kind of go that realm.
Okay, yeah. I get it. Yeah, there's like a commercial or whatever where Charizard's like burning the shit out of your hamburger.
Yeah, right? I mean, marketing 101 right there.
Yeah. Oh, Chicken McMankeys.
Oh, no. No. I don't think you should combine chicken nuggets and a monkey Pokemon.
Well, we don't know what's in a chicken nugget, a chicken McNugget.
That's
fair,
but also troubling.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair, and you know it. Chicken McMankeys.
Oh,
with Pika fries.
No.
With Pika fries and a Team Rocket shake or something like that. I don't know.
Okay,
the Team Rocket burger. The Filet-O Magikarp.
There you go. Okay, yeah.
We're just eating Magikarp. Squirtle shakes. Ooh.
I was trying to think of a Pokemon that looks like a chicken, and I just completely couldn't think of anything.
I mean, the Sparrow, Pidgey, Chicken McPidgeys.
Yeah. No, just McPidgeys.
McPidgeys.
Yeah, you just put Mick in front of the Pokemon's name. It's pretty simple.
It's awesome. Cool.
So that's a thing. We have the top PlayStation Store downloads of 2020.
Interesting.
I like these lists. I enjoy these lists. They had a VR thing and then the free-to-play downloads as well, but I skipped out on those. So these are all U.S. numbers, and first up we have the PS5. So number 1 was Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War.
Okay.
Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, NBA 2K Next Generation, Demon Souls, Madden NFL 21, FIFA 21, Sackboy: A Big Adventure.
Someone just asked what would be the McRib. The McRib could be a Pokemon all into itself.
It really could, yeah. I don't know why, but I want to make it Scraggy somehow. The McScraggy.
Yeah. We'll come back on that. We'll come back on that.
We'll ponder on that one for a minute. We'll come back with it. Sackboy: A Big Adventure, Immortals: Phoenix Rising, and Watch Dogs: Legion.
Okay.
Which is pretty much all of the PlayStation 5 games. So
hold on. Before you go on the PS4 stuff, any of these stick out to you? I mean, this is pretty. I mean, obviously it's the first year, the PS5. These, I feel like these are pretty par for the course.
Yeah, this was pretty much exactly how I envisioned this list being, really. It's nothing surprising. For PS4, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, which that one is puzzling to me. I'm surprised that one outsold Modern Warfare. Grand Theft Auto 5, still at number 2.
Printing money, baby.
It's just insane. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Minecraft, Ghost of Tsushima, The Last of Us Part 2, NBA 2K21, NBA 2K20, Final Fantasy VII Remake, and Madden NFL 21.
Okay.
I was surprised that Cold War beat out Modern Warfare. That's really, and then I'm also surprised that Minecraft is still up that high. I figured it would still be on this top 10 list, but a little bit lower. But other than that, I mean, that's about what I expect. I mean, having NBA 2K20 and NBA 2K21 is kind of surprising. Usually, I mean, most of your sales for these kinds of games are in the year they actually come out. It's surprising to see it kind of still take off the year after, but overall, it's fine. I mean,
do you remember what the free to play ones were? Like the top one was?
It was Warzone. Warzone was top.
Okay. And then what, like Fortnite and
I don't remember. I didn't look past the first one, honestly.
Send me that link that you found it on so I can look at it. I
will find it.
So McRib, I'm gonna go ahead and throw a Diglett and just call it the McRiblet.
Ooh.
Because it's something pretending to be something that it's not. Does
Diglett have ribs?
It can. It can be anything it wants, just like the McRib could be food. You tell me why it leaves.
Take that back.
You tell me why it leaves for 6 months. I think it's because of legalities, dude. I don't think it's because of demand and supply. All right?
Okay, yeah.
I don't think that thing can be on the market for more than 6 months without getting sued. It's the game. Moving on, we had I got
those at the list.
Okay. All right. What's the top three?
Yeah. Top three. You have Call of Duty Warzone, Rocket League. Yeah, love to see it, baby.
Nice.
The good church of Rocket League.
Mm-hmm.
Fortnite, Apex Legends, Rogue Company, Hyperscape, Genshin Impact, Destiny 2, Brawlhalla, and Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 Lite.
Wow.
And then while we're here, I might as well hit the VR games as well.
Yeah, I do as well, too.
Beat Saber, Job Simulator, Super Hot VR, The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners, Gorn, Creed Rise to Glory, Arizona Sunshine, Vader Immortal, a Star Wars VR series, Astrobot Rescue Mission, and Marvel's Iron Man VR.
Nice.
I'm surprised that the Marvel, the Iron Man and the Vader games aren't higher. I figured they'd be up there a little bit higher, but
Beat Saber, super predictable. Kick-ass game.
Yeah, that game's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Fantastic.
So last little bit here, Cyberpunk. The craziness.
We hate to talk about it again.
Yeah, I know. Continues. So, came up with a video. The team, CD Projekt Red, came up with a video discussing what went wrong, where they went wrong, how they're going to fix things, how they're not going to fix things, and then basically kind of just left us with some nice graphics.
Kind of.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like, they'll eventually fix it. We were talking about it last night. Our Cole's notes on it, basically, we feel like they're going to fix it. It'll be good again. And then they'll kind of just move on to the next thing. I think they kind of want to just clean this up and like dip out and get on with the next announcement. Personally,
I don't think they will, but it's possible. I mean, they did a good job of supporting The Witcher 3 when it launched, and it's now one of the most beloved games of all time for a lot of people, or RPGs at least. I think they will do right. I think they will fix it. I think it's going to take time, and I don't know if it's going to be a little too late. That's kind of where I'm at on it. I mean, the good thing is that this whole little 5-minute video was actually one of the original founders of CD Projekt, and he fully took blame for it. And he said it has nothing to do with the developers. They struggled with all the COVID things and all that, the kind of normal rigmarole for this year.
Yeah.
And he took full blame for it. He said straight up, it was me and the rest of the board that pushed this game out before it was ready, and for that we apologize, and we're going to fix it. So I do have faith they'll fix it. I do really think they will do a good job, and eventually this game will be fantastic. Where it stands now, not so much, but we'll get there, I hope. But it is good to see him step in, and whether it is more of a PR type of thing or whatever, for him to step in and straight up take the blame for it, and hey, this isn't the developer's fault, and or isn't anybody else on the team. It's the higher ups, and that's kind of what we all were assuming anyway. But very rarely do you actually get somebody from high up in the company to come down and be like, "Hey, I fucked up, man." I mean,
yeah, it's true. I mean, it definitely shows, I mean, that's a tough thing to do, especially you're a public company, right? I mean, like you've got lots of shareholders, and it's a tough thing to do for sure. It's good for him. But
yeah,
just unfortunately the internet exists and it's ruthless, and I don't think it's gonna be pretty relentless. Well, I mean, you saw it on the Twitter, you said people were just tearing them apart on the Twitter.
Oh, absolutely. It was brutal. I mean, people were just being downright ridiculous. I mean, I get it, right? But if you really hated it that much, return it, get your refund, and be done with it. You don't have to go and attack people on Twitter, but that's the day and age we live in. That's all we do. We just attack people on the internet. So,
yep.
Yeah, it's a shame to see it, because a lot of people will, put their blood, sweat, and tears into this game, and it just was half baked at the time it launched, and I think there's potential there. There's a lot of things I like. There's a lot of things I don't like, and yeah, I mean, I feel like we've kind of really talked about Cyberpunk quite a bit, and I think most people kind of know where each of us stands. We kind of have a little bit different stance on it, but yeah, it is what it is, and good on them for taking the blame. That's what they should do.
Can I, before we wrap things up, can I just do like a little thing I found on the internet or whatever? Like a little housekeeping?
You go for it.
Cool. So
this is your show too. You do what you want.
Thanks, buddy. So I've been, it's a first world problem, but like I don't want to buy another PS5 controller because I want to wait for them to come up with like, a cool design, like a camo one or like a red one, which I'm hoping is pretty soon, but they got to make more PS5s also at the same time.
Well, there's that.
So but I found this great company called Decor Evolves, or Evolve, sorry. And they sell these $10 like PS5 controller covers. Legally, I don't know if they can do it for that long. They're probably going to get a cease and desist, but it's Decor Evolve, and basically the black part that's under the
on the bottom,
on the bottom part, kind of like the analog sticks and stuff like that. They have like, I think they have like 10 different colors or whatever. Yes, right there. They have 10 different colors. I have no affiliation with them, by the way. We do not either. I literally just stumbled upon this, found them, and I thought it was really cool that they had made them, because it looks actually really good with the white. Like there's a golden one, and there's like a gray one, and they're $10. So it's pretty cool.
Doubt they get a cease and desist for that. They're
not. Sony forced somebody to stop production of the faceplates.
Oh, that's true.
A long time back. Now D-Brand is going to be doing.
They aren't doing skins anymore.
No, not skins. They're doing plates though. Very limited. Yeah, basically these companies are doing it before they get the cease and desist.
Yeah.
But so they've got that. But yeah, they're DualSense covers. Decor Evolve. $10. I thought it was, pretty neat. Do you have anything for like a little housekeeping section or whatever?
I don't right now. Well, actually, I bought recently a Razer Kishi, Kishi. It's like a controller that attaches and goes around your phone. So you can play like Xbox Game Pass games on there and stuff. And so far, it's pretty cool. It's not like a full review or anything, but it was something that I meant to bring up earlier. And I mean, I was playing Ori and the Will of the Wisps on my phone, just sitting there hanging out, and it felt great because it actually feels like a real controller, and you didn't have that awkward thing that sits on top of the Xbox controller and holds your phone out in a weird position. Like this thing, I mean, it essentially makes it into a little Switch, and it's kind of cool. It's kind of pricey though. I mean, I think it was like $80. But
and like the build quality's good on it. Like it doesn't like flex or anything like that.
There's a little bit of flex in it, but that's just because the design it's made to kind of fold back in and be compact, then it just has a piece of like elastic with some plastic support on the back. But as far as the controllers, once it's on the phone, there's not a lot of flex or anything, and the D-pad was a little squishy. That was the only thing I wasn't a huge fan of. But I don't
Is
use
it
the
all
D-pad.
like plastic, or is it like aluminum, or
Plastic, yeah.
okay. All right.
But it's cool. I mean, it's got it's certainly got its use. I mean, if you don't buy into the whole Switch ecosystem and you play or you pay for Game Pass Ultimate, it's awesome. You can play games just like you're sitting at home. I mean, just smaller screen. So
Sweet.
it's like a Switch.
Man, we might have to make this little housekeeping section standard
Yeah, it's
part of the
neat.
thing going forward.
Something at the end, just a little special treat.
Just a little something special. All right, guys, you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Diggity Podcast. Get that sweet gaming news. Also, you can follow me on PlayStation. My PSN is Maple Jeff.
And mine is Luscious Brody. I'm still on Xbox every once in a while at Luscious Brody as well. I'm going to let you figure out how to spell that because everybody says it's Lucius, but somebody will figure it out.
To each their own. Guys, leave us a review. It helps us out a ton. Thank you to those who have left reviews. Thank you so much to everybody who listens to us. Thank you so much. Also, in 2020, we grew by a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Like a lot.
So thank you.
Love to see it.
So much. Love to see it. Thank you so much for listening each and every single week. And, telling people, telling your friends, telling your family who doesn't give a shit. And, we really just appreciate it a lot. And it's really cool. And, I don't know. We never really got to talk about 2020 stuff, but like, for me, having this stuff during 2020 was definitely really good. I mean, it was great to have like a hobby that we could continue doing,
right?
And working on. So I mean,
and most of the time we've been doing it remote anyway, so it really wasn't a damper on us in that regard. I mean, it was nice. So
yeah, it was just good. It
was cool. I mean, yeah, it helps keep your sanity a little bit to have something every week to look forward to and kind of do. So it's cool.
Yeah. Until next time, guys. Be nice to each other.